Hi, crew, and welcome to Hot Chocolate Chronicles. And today we have some various topics. I got some channel news. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Konami thing that's going on in games, and I'm just going to give you an update about what's going on in my life, as per the usual format for Hot Chocolate Chronicles. And in case you are new to the show, basically what this is kind of like me giving my editorial about things that go on in the gaming world, as well as talking about my family life, as well as, whatever else we want to talk about, because we talk about the life, the universe, and everything over a cup of hot chocolate. And let's get started, and let's have our first drink.
Locked on target.
All right. So if you're also new, you notice that I don't really put stuff up behind me because I want this to be kind of real. I want this to be like down to earth and whatnot. So it's all done in one take, all done, on the DL, because we're sharing life together with this. So for my family, my mother-in-law is in town, which means I get some recording time, like baby-free recording time, like 5-6 hours of it. Now, this is being taken up by the Gamer Life, and this, and a commission from A-List. Yay, I got my first commission! So, I'm going to be recording those, and then hopefully I'll be getting some more, I have videos done. I have several videos uploaded. I just haven't done the thumbs yet, which is funny because the series I'm doing for A-List is how to do thumbs like easily and quickly. Well, this is me being lazy, and to be honest, and it's just I need to do thumbs. But when I have the choice of editing and uploading and doing thumbs for videos that I already have, I kind of am always picking editing and uploading, and or shooting, because I very rarely get to do those things, whereas thumbs I can do whenever. But to give you an example, I have like 6-7 videos up on my channel page set to private, because I haven't done the thumbs for them. So there'll be a lot more content for you guys, and eventually I'm going to stagger those releases anyways, because that's just how it is. I don't want to put like 6 videos in one day in your feed, and then not have another thing for like a week on the channel. So I want to give you guys some content throughout the week as well. So let's get into the other stuff from the channel. So I did not get my 50 subs by 2,500 views, but I kind of did, okay? So I've been losing subscribers over the past 2 weeks for, I don't know why, I don't have any feedback about why I've been losing a few subscribers and whatnot, but I would have hit 48 subscribers if I had not lost subs. But now I'm at 41 subs. I'm not sure why people are unsubbing to the channel, but probably because I haven't been doing consistent content every week. But I would like some feedback as to why people are, so I can improve the channel myself. So if you're gonna unsub ever, I don't mind that you're unsubbing, right? That's your choice. I just want to know how I can make the channel better in a way that would be appealing to you. You know what I mean? What was I doing quote unquote wrong? What content would you like to see more of? That type of thing, so I can improve. Because when 7 people leave over a period of a week. And actually 4 of the people left in the last few days, I have no clue what's going on because I'm active again. You know what I mean? I was still putting out, Gamer Life and Hot Chocolate Chronicles consistently, but now I'm uploading Let's Plays and guides and whatnot, just like I was before. So I don't know about that. I don't know why. So. Yep. I just want some better feedback. You know what I mean? Not saying that you guys watching this are the you guys gave me feedback. I'm saying that when I'm doing something wrong, or if I'm doing something wrong, I would like to know. I always want to better myself. I don't want this to stay at a stagnant level of quality. Now, as far as my new goals, I think I would like to hit 100 subs by the time I get 5,000 views. All right, that's going to be a tougher goal because I didn't hit my first one, but that's going to be. I'm going to convert 59 more subs and 2,500 views. That might be a little unobtainable, but I'm going to strive for it. I didn't hit my first one, but that one was kind of unrealistic too, given how small the channel is right now. But I am making more friends. I mean, I made a friend last night that joined the channel through Guild Wars 2. So we were talking Guild Wars 1 and map chat, and he partied with me, tested some builds in PvP against me, and joined the channel. So welcome, EOS, and I very much appreciate your time and the time that we shared. Let's do that again, because that was fun and probably took too much time, but I don't care, man. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, as far as the Konami thing, which is big in the news right now, so Konami has been messing up quite a bit as far as the video games go. They don't really do much in game development for the things we call the consoles or the PC anymore. They announced this last week that they are going for mobile, because mobile is the future of gaming. And yes and no, okay? And I'm not going to touch on the stupid decision to cancel Silent Hills, or to axe Hideo Kojima, or anything like that. That's just dumb in general. But I mean, let's face it, Konami has given us some of the most iconic franchises of all time. Metal Gear and Castlevania. And I'm sure they've done more than that, but those are the two that come to mind. Alright? So these guys have been in the game for a while. So when overnight people are like, wow, I used to hate EA, but now I hate Konami even more than EA, I'm like, whoa, hold up. I mean, EA has done generational sins against the gaming community. Konami has always been about money. Yeah, but they're a business, so it makes sense that they're all about money. I don't think they've treated anyone fairly well, but it's a shame to see what they're doing, because the mobile market is in a bubble right now, and the bubble is going to break, or they're going to find a Nintendo. And what I mean by that is, I'm not trying Nintendo fanboy here. I'm saying that a lot of us gamers that are younger, okay, and I wasn't alive during this time, don't remember the video game crash in the 80s. Okay. Arcades were a thing. You see this on TV every once in a while, and once in a while you'll run across an arcade that you can visit in real life, but they're not on like every town, or like how they kind of used to be. So arcades were a thing, and then all of a sudden no one went to arcades. Like, boom. Now, video game industry fell flat almost overnight. Profits were cut to, I believe, a tenth of what they usually are. Actually, they weren't making profits at all. Income was cut to about a tenth of what it was. No one was buying. No one was going to arcades. No one was buying arcades. No one was playing games. The video game market was dead. Everyone was leaving it. Then comes this card company, or this toy company called Nintendo, and they have a vision. They have a vision of a dedicated gaming system in everyone's home, and they're the laughing stock of the business world, because no one plays games. No one's going to spend $100+ on a gaming system in their home, when you can buy a game, or a other type of game for significantly less, and not require any exterior equipment like a TV or anything like that. So it was thought that this was a dumb idea because arcades were social experiences where lots of people would come together and play together. Kind of like how Twitch is now. That is, where one person would play and others would watch, and that's kind of what live streaming is instead of arcades, we have live streaming now. But that's another thing for another day. And I've never heard anyone make that point. I just have thought it, like gamers have always been social. We've always wanted to be together with other gamers, but no, we don't have anywhere to do it at other than our homes. And now Twitch and now YouTube and Hitbox and a few other streaming services are giving us that itch. You know what I mean? Like, letting us be together. So basically, Konami has been around since then, and the mobile market needs their Nintendo. They're visionary that comes up and puts out quality content like Mario 1 was. You can't have the Flappy Birds on be your Nintendo maker, okay? And I'm not trying to hate on Flappy Birds, but that game is not complex and it's not appealing. It doesn't have the mass appeal that Mario does, all right? And I know you're like, oh, blah, 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 Mario is such an old game by now. If you're a newer gamer, yes, it is, but let's be honest, you could pick up and play that game, and there's a depth of complexity, and your mom could play it, and your grandma could play it, your little brother or sister can play it, you can play it, everyone can play it, and generally be fascinated by the world. I can understand, like, you saying, oh, well, it's a digital thing, but the level of controls in that game are just ridiculous for the time. The polish in that game is ridiculous for the time. And I'm not trying to debate there, but Konami entered into this home console market, and they stood by Nintendo by producing the first Castlevania, which was redonkulous. So what I remember from the earlier years, which I really got into the game buying, game wanting, you know what I mean, picking era around the Super Nintendo. So for me, there were three big names. And the Nintendo side of things. I still played Sega, and I love Sega as well. But on the Nintendo, there was Nintendo, Capcom, and Konami. Capcom, I can dedicate 5 of these things to, about how they've continuously done dumb things. Now Konami's taking suit, but Nintendo does dumb things, but they do actions that redeem themselves. You know what I mean? Like, the world tournaments are back, and that's a good thing. Splatoon, from what I hear, is a good game. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, but hopefully that will change soon if I can get out and get out to the store and whatnot. But hopefully I can get that up without getting DMCA'd. Woohoo! So that'll be my challenge. I'm hoping to do some live streams of Splatoon, but I don't want to get DMCA'd. So it'll probably be over on Twitch. Yeah, it'll probably be my first Twitch stream. But I kind of like the idea of the game, and it's that in The Witcher 3, and to be honest. But yeah, back to my Konami topic. My apologies. Let's have another drink. Konami has been in the market for a long time, and their sins have been relatively harmless. I mean, cutting a developer that has been around for 40 years in the industry, arguably one of the greatest minds in video game design, is just a dumb move. Okay, I draw parallels to this. That's something that's happening in my own life. I don't want to go into the details, but let's just say someone with a lot of experience and a lot of skill, and one of the greatest musicians I know, is getting cut from their position. And I don't make that assessment lightly. I've been playing in bands for a long time now, and I will say that he's one of the best leaders I know of. But back to Konami they're making some stupid things, and they're pulling out of the console generation completely and totally. What I think they're thinking to themselves is, we can be Nintendo for the mobile market, which you don't have your talent anymore. You kicked the Castlevania developer to the curb, and you kicked your gosh, now I'm forgetting the name of it. Go figure. Castlevania, Metal Gear. You kicked Hideo Kojima over out of the organization. So you still have a lot of talent there, right? But you don't have the executives, all right, to produce good content. That's just how I see it. You don't have the vision anymore. And I'm not saying younger generation or there can't be someone that rise up, but when you have someone with the vision that puts Metal Gear on the table and makes Castlevania a thing, you keep those people and you listen to their vision because they know what people like. Okay, they can break into markets that other people are like, no, we're not entering that market. They're the visionaries. They're the people that do that, and they're the people that are on Kickstarter, which is going to be a part of my gamer life topic. So I don't want to cross the streams or whatnot. But Kickstarter is a wonderful thing now that publishers kick people to the curb now. Now we get Yooka-Laylee. We get hopefully a Metal Gear remake. Not like Metal Gear, but I mean like Metal Gear set in a different way, or a different game out of Hideo Kojima, or someone else hire the man. I mean, seriously, like, oh geez, I'm just getting visions of like Hideo Kojima going and working at Nintendo right now, because they have coffers and coffers of money, and Hideo Kojima has always been a fan of Nintendo. That's why Snake made it into this, and I just noticed my camera is auto-focusing. I turned that off so I don't go blurry when you know what I mean? So it auto-focuses and tries to do that. I'll have to fix that. My apologies. But yeah, Hideo Kojima, I think, is going to end up working at Nintendo, or specifically HAL Labs, because of the creators of the Smash and Kirby series. I'm forgetting his name right now. They're friends, and Hideo Kojima fanboys over pretty much anything that the creator of Kirby and Smash makes. So I would not be surprised if Nintendo gobbled up that talent, because let's face it, he has good vision and has made great executively produced games. Arguably the best game on the PS2 and the PS1. You know what I mean? So that, and arguably some of the best games on even the Super Nintendo. So this has been a guy that's been involved in a lot of things, and I don't think he's going to go hungry, put it that way. But that level of excellence you don't find anywhere. But yeah, I just think that they're being silly. Konami is being stupid and sees dollar signs, and they're chasing after a market that is ultimately going to fail them. Capcom did the same thing 2 years ago, which is a company that is very much in the same place as Konami. And look at their market, Konami. This is why it's a dumb thing. Capcom is winning their local market, but they're losing the global one. And check out my friend Gaijin Goomba's video on that if you're interested. He's rants about Capcom, and he goes into all the issues with that. But yeah, they're making record profits locally, okay? But they're making no profits abroad. So they went from like a 6 million yen profit margin to an 8 million yen, and they're like, "Oh, look, we did it. We made it local." But then they lost like their 68 million yen, I think was their GDP, or this it's something significantly higher for their exported product. That like got halved. And they're like, "Yes, look at us. We traded." And just no. That's just a dumb move. So Konami, you're going into a market that's extremely volatile, except, you don't have the coffers of Sega or Nintendo to do it, and you fired all your talent, your executive produced talent, and you're going to throw money away. That's just how I see it. You're going to have to break into a market of people that don't know your name, that don't care about the Konami logo, that don't care about anything other, from the franchises that you bring. And, I will just say that I was actually looking into developing on mobile until I figured out that even if you do make a good game like Monument Valley, only that's very fair on their pricing scheme and offers a lot for their few bucks, people will still pirate it at the rates of 90% on mobile. That's ridiculous to me. Okay, so mobile is not a very good market to go into because let's face it, I'm not saying piracy is evil or whatnot, but why are you going to pay money for something that you can find for free? Just saying. I don't support piracy, but I can get it if you have no moral compass or no moral system, or you're a kid that can't afford games and you want to play games. Not saying this is right, but I can understand if you have no higher moral authority where you would pirate games, or just demo games, quote unquote. I mean, I don't believe in that either, because I know plenty of people that demo games and play them for 4 to 5 years and not throw the developer $1. All right, so yeah, you may, but I don't believe it. I say, yeah, right. If you give me the thing where you say, "Oh, I demo games," I had a friend that demoed The Sims 4, and then after a period of time, they were like, "Well, EA is charging too much for the game, so I'm going to play it." I'm like, "You spend like 30 hours over a week in that game. Give the developer something." "Well, they cheated. They're requiring stupid things, and they're being dumb about the expansion packs." That doesn't mean that they don't give the money to those that produce the content. Okay, if you're enjoying a game and enjoying what it is, and to the tune of 30 to 40 hours a week, you should probably pay the people that made that content. All right, something, out of respect even. But if you can, and they could, all right, they were better off than I was, put it that way, at the time, and I was buying games. So again, thank you for tuning in. Sorry that this kind of went everywhere, but that's I touched on a lot of topics, and I hope this was a good discussion. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's just share another drink. And I'm not trying to rag on you if you've pirated something. I can completely understand why you would. All right, it's just not for me, and I don't do that type of thing, and I don't try to make excuses. Just say that I pirated the thing. All right, just don't try to justify what it is. Just say, "Yep, I got it for free." Because when you start qualifying, that's when it upsets me. So let's just have another drink. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, and until we meet again, stay on target.